Welcome to Astrology and Self-Love. This is the horoscope for 2026 for the sign of Sagittarius. 2026 for Sagittarius will be a year of major changes and a time when your personal power and self-affirmation take center stage. I believe that in 2026 many Sagittarians will finally free themselves from burdens and heaviness that have been holding them back. This is the year when you can truly reclaim your freedom and take flight again. Several planets will enter new signs through the year. On the end of January, Neptune enters Aries, where it will remain until 2038. On February 14th, Saturn also moves back into Aries, staying there until April 2028. Then, on April 26th of April, Uranus returns to Gemini and will remain there until 2032. And on June the 30th, Jupiter enters Leo, where he will stay until July 2027. So, we are talking about major changes. Many planets shifting positions. Neptune, Saturn and Uranus had already moved into these signs for a short time in 2025, creating the first impulse toward change. Many Sagittarians may have already started a transformation last year. When the planets returned briefly to their previous signs, it created a sort of preparation period, like a pause, before the full change that arrives in 2026. Because during the second part of 2025, Neptune and Saturn have gone back to Pisces and Uranus moved back to Taurus. Now, one of the most important themes for you in 2026, for your horoscope of 2026, is rediscovering yourself, reclaiming your voice, your identity, and your true essence. It's it's as if until 2024-2025 you thought you were a certain kind of person with certain capacities and limitations. But in 2026 and even starting in 2025, you begin to feel alive again. The pleasure of expressing yourself, of being yourself, of bringing out your talents and qualities. It's a rediscovering of your potential, a potential that may have been asleep because life pulled you in another directions. In 2026, you realize you have needs and desires that you have not honored for a long time. This feels like a real awakening, a moment when you finally see that you can follow your desires. Listen to yourself more and stop prioritizing what others want over your own dreams. With this renewed awareness, many of you will want to reshape your life according to your own desires and needs. For some, this may mean giving space to creativity, so returning to an old passion and grounding it in something concrete. For example, someone who loved painting when they were younger but abandoned it for years may feel a strong pull to start again, not only casually but with commitment, maybe even organizing an exhibition. For others, this may manifest as a career shift. Some Sagittarians may want to leave a job that never truly reflected their passions and may choose a path that aligns more deeply with their talents. Whatever you feel called to do in 2026, go for it. The universe will support you with the right tools, opportunities, and guidance. Another beautiful aspect of 2026 for Sagittarius is the transit of Jupiter in Leo from mid-2026 to mid-2027. This is a powerful time that amplifies your ambition, your desire to grow, to improve, and to pursue goals that reflect your true dreams. You may realize that the life that you are living now is not enough anymore. You want more, and you can have more. This is not a year for settling. This is a year for reaching higher. Of course, ambition must be matched with effort and commitment. The opportunities will be there, but you will also need to take action and support your own success. Whether it's career, studies, personal growth, your desire to become the best version of yourself will be very strong. This leads to another important area, relationships. In 2026, many Sagittarians may experience major shifts, closures, breakups, endings of contracts or legal agreements. Anything that feels like a limitation or a weight dragging you down. This is the year when you want to fly, and there is no space for situations that keep you stuck. For some, ending old patterns or relationships will open the door to new, meaningful connections. Bonds that are deeper, more stable, and more aligned with the person you are becoming. So, overall, 2026 is a year where you focus on yourself, your potential, your desires, and your personal evolution. You study, research, communicate, gather information, and you find answers that help you shape this new chapter of your life. Okay, these are the main themes for your year. Of course, there is much more that could be said, but these are the dominant energies that will guide Sagittarius throughout the 2026. I hope this message helps you. If you feel like sharing your thoughts or if any of these resonates with you, with your experience, leave a comment even later in the year. Sending you a big hug and see you next time. Bye.